Assembly Election 2019. Appealing letter for disabled voters. 2. On behalf of Election Commission of India, Assembly election is going to be completed to the dated 21st October 2019 all over Sangli district. Honorable Election Commission of India has been made various remedies considering no voter to be left behind and election for the greater participation of disabled voters.
CO Zilla Parishad was appointed as the nodal officer for PWD assistance in the 2019 assembly elections. Fortunately, Sangli Zilla Parishad had implemented Divyang Mitra Abhiyan since the year 2017, in which we had a complete list of the Divyang Labharthis or the Divyang citizens in rural parts of Sangli district. We also had a database of what aids and appliances they have with them. So this gave us a very good foundation for implementing the Commission's guidelines regarding the PWD voting, and therefore we could provide all the necessary facilities, be it wheelchairs, be it the magnifying glasses, be it assistants, or even the transportation facilities, the pick up and drop facility from the home to the voting center for our PWD brothers and sisters. And because of this planning, we could achieve 85% voting for the PWD voters, which was more than the average voting that was recorded in the district in the assembly elections. This was even higher than the PWD voting in the parliamentary elections. So basically the key was to prepare a proper Gram Panchayat level PWD assistance plan to implement it properly. And more importantly, we also launched a very massive IEC campaign in which we roped in a few brand ambassadors who were themselves the PWD voters. So they effectively gave the message to our Divyang brothers and sisters that they need to come out and vote. And I'm very happy to finally see that 85% of the voters, they came out and they actually voted despite several difficulties. And I'm sure that Sangli district will keep on its wonderful performance in PWD voting even in the upcoming elections.
One of the important themes of Maharashtra Assembly elections 2019 was accessible election. To realize the goal of no voter to be left behind, special efforts were taken by the district administration. District administration appointed nodal officers for the Divyang voters. A massive IEC campaign was launched to increase the registration of the voters. We had a series of meetings with associations working for Divyang or NGOs who work with Divyang. Various sweep activities like bicycle rally, appeal letters to Divyang were taken up. We also appointed the brand ambassadors for Divyang voters. We utilized the list of social welfare department to reach out to the maximum number of Divyang voters. And as a result of all this outreach, we could increase the enrollment of Divyang voters almost 3 times compared to last election. All these voters were registered in the PWD registration app. And I believe that the dedicated efforts by the district administration, meticulous planning, and equally enthusiastic response by the Divyang voters helped us to achieve this feat.
During assembly elections in Maharashtra, as PWD observer for the division, I, in my capacity as Divisional Commissioner Pune, had been monitoring that throughout the division, in all the 5 districts, the PWDs would be provided with the facilities and the election has to be an accessible election as was expected by the Election Commission of India. I must put it on record that Sangli district had done a remarkable job even during parliament election when they had 82% of voting of the PWD voters, and the same trend continued this time. In fact, they went ahead, and this time the voting percentage was a record percentage of 85.03%. From the beginning itself, the Sangli district took an initiative under the leadership of Abhijit Chaudhary, who is the DM there, and ensured that the PWD apps are properly downloaded and all the PWDs which are marked in the voter list are given facilities as per their requirement. The facilities included the transport, if required lenses, and in Braille they had appealed to the blind voters to come forward for voting. Not only that, they did cross-check with Divyanga Unnati Abhiyan and ensured that all the PWD voters are enrolled and nobody is left out. So I must once again congratulate the Sangli team. Along with him, the CEO Zilla Parishad for rural area, Abhijit Rao, and Kapadnis, the municipal commissioner, did a wonderful job in urban area and rural area respectively. Both of them were assigned this job as the nodal officers for PWD, and they ensured that proper ramps are constructed, the polling stations have proper ramp facilities, the polling station has proper transport facilities for the PWD voters. This included even the senior citizens who are 75 plus, and they were also provided with the same facility, for which some NGOs were also involved and volunteers from the school were also taken help of. So as a result of this whole, starting from appointment of brand ambassador or involvement of the various film personalities in sweep activities, as a result of all these activities put together, the Sangli district could do a wonderful job with 85.03%. In fact, in the whole division, the voting percentage of PWDs went up to the extent of 67%, and therefore this time we could have more voting percentage by PWDs than the regular voter, which is a remarkable thing, and that itself speaks of the efforts taken by the district administration.